Hello everyone, this is Azariah and welcome to a video game that I like to play called Factorio. Now, this is not just any normal Factorio playthrough. For those who are unfamiliar, Factorio is a building game where you build devices such as drills. You craft them, you smelt them into plates, you craft them into resources, and you craft those into other stuff that you use to accomplish thing called research. Ignore this. This is something different. I'll explain it in a moment. But what you saw was the research tree. Except, if you're eagle-eyed among you, or you already know what this is, I want you to look at the right-hand side of the screen where it says raw coal. That's right. This is a Pyanodons run. For those who don't know, Pyanodons is touted, and respectfully so, truthfully, as the hardest Factorio mod out there. It's disabled by default. It disables spiders and multiplies the factory. You'll see what I mean by that in the next 100 episodes. But yeah, so this is the beginning. Um, so yeah, we're not going to finish this playthrough for like uh probably close to 1,000 episodes. That's not a joke either. We are 0.1% done. There are a few things I'd like to explain. I do have a power armor. This was not cheated in. This is a mod. It's a quick start mod for Pyanodons. Gives me some bots and a basic set of power armor so I can run around. So yeah, right now we're just gathering coal so I can go get iron jump started, which if I recall correctly is right over here. We're also going to want this. Oh, we only have one. We need more stone. Down south. Oh, we automatically pick up items like that. That's nice. Must be one of the mods I have installed. This is not my first time playing Pyanodons. I have a second save file started just so I can get the basics down. Oh, okay. We now have Steam. For the moment, we are going to completely ignore Steam. Alt Q, toggle that to the front. By the way, that feature is modded. I do not think Alt Q is in vanilla Factorio. We are, however, going to need logs for later for planter boxes. Also, pollution is disabled because there are no biters. There's no point to having pollution. Just so you guys know the time scale of this mod, on my previous world, this technology, getting splitters, took about 2.5 hours, and I had to research all of this just to get there. The reason why I started new is because I wanted bigger iron patches, like physically bigger. And by the way, we've already been in the save for 13 minutes. That's because I did some exploring, just so I know where everything is. You really haven't missed anything. Also, we are going to get more tabs at some point. So if you think 7 is a lot, it's gonna get worse. Mm, you need copper? Okay. Where's the copper? It's over here. That little message down there about handcrafting speed, that's a mod I have called Doing Things by Hand up here in the top left hand corner. We're going to be doing a lot of handcrafting and a lot of running. So this is going to get mad. So these bonuses are going to get mad high. Eventually, I'm probably going to disable this, um, or find a way to limit the level of running, especially. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to do that here soon. But yeah, this is the first research. I'm going to queue this. Oh, just so you know, we have to research like one, two, three, four other things to get concrete. And you need concrete for things, which is kind of fascinating. What I like to do is see what this requires and just work straight towards it. Like mining with fluid, soil washing, shift click, auto cues it by the way, crushers, glass. We're going to need all of that, but we're not going to make any for a moment. We just want to get a nice big iron supply running. Oh, there are trees on this. I'm sorry, trees. We need to make way for my industry. Um, One of the things you'll see in my inventory is this ash. Ash is produced whenever you burn coal, but if you burn logs, it doesn't produce any ash. We're not going to burn any logs right now because we're going to need these for planter boxes later on. And we want a lot, and we want to be able to make a ton of science. Okay, so gonna want more of these. Oh wait, cue these to the front. More of these. Not there. There. So right now we're kind of just waiting for iron. Just a little. Oh, if you wonder why it takes so long to make iron, that is because the recipe for iron takes 8 iron ore. So if we look on the map, we got 8 million, so that's 1 million iron plates right there. We have one more. Yeah, that's what? That's like one, just shy of 1.5 million plates. That's niobium. Niobium. And right now there's no more iron on the map that I have yet discovered in my brief mad dash around. This is native floor. We're gonna need this for later. So what? So before we can get science going, we're gonna have to run a very long belt all the way from here to there, just so we can get some. I'm not a huge fan of it, but honestly, it'll be fine. We need more copper. The burner phase of this game, technically, the burner phase never ends because there are buildings all the way to the end. That require burners, that require fuel, but yeah. Testing. Uh, Hey, I'm muted right now, but I'm also recording a YouTube video. So don't just be like bull in a china shop. Thank you. actually. We're gonna set this to like 10. I don't think I want to go much faster than that. Oh, by the way, that running speed is a base movement speed bonus. Like without the exoskeleton, this is how fast I run. Which, as you can see, everything would take a while, which is why I leave it on. Hmm. Oh wait, we're also gonna put how much iron we have, how much copper we have, that's how much wood. Pretty soon, stone's gonna become useful, and these can go here. Hmm. There we go. We are going to keep the ash. I mean, it's not like we can get rid of it right now, but it's very handy for research later. It's a necessary ingredient in red science. Hey, where's a stone mine? We're gonna need that pretty soon. There's stone. Oh, mining stone also gives keratin, which is something that mining stone produces alongside it. The coal does mine pretty fast, thankfully, so we can just. I also have to deconstruct on no mines left mod. Which mean that mod lets me deconstruct when mines are empty, which is why you saw all those robots. So that's 10%. Level 3. Oh, okay. So we're not going to be speed demons, which I don't really want to be. Not that fast anyway. Like I want to be able to turn off the exoskeletons and position properly. Some things are going to require fine positioning. Can we hand make science? Stone? Okay, so we can. We just need some soil. Yeah, stone and soil. That's the only thing really stopping us. For stone, we're going to need transport belts, which require copper now. Okay. Do we want to make these first? For the moment, we have drills, so we can queue these to the front. Hmm. Actually, that gives me an idea. That lets me do that. I bet it doesn't I guarantee it doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't. It needs an inserter. Oh yeah, look at that. That's better. Oh, by the way, that still took like 2,000 coal. Those things burn through it. Trust me. Now we're looking just fine on Ash. I could make the loader work if I had an inserter, but I'd rather spend my resources on just getting more resources, on increasing how fast I get resources, as you can see. Also, we can't make iron chests yet, I don't think. Yeah, those come with the next technology. The good news, we are making belts. We can go do stone now. I'm an idiot. We're gonna need inserters anyway. 300 ought to start us out pretty well. Now, for now, we only need a handful. Scratch that. We don't need any at all. What we need are these. 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That should be enough. Okay, sorry. We cannot do stone right now, despite having hundreds of belts. Oh, I also don't need this ammo. As there are no biters. Let's go over here. While we're waiting, we can explore a little bit more. Oil sand. Antimony. Interesting. That's a puddle. Oh, yes. There's 314 million coal in that rock. It might as well be diamonds rather than coal. Chromium. Volcanic pipe. Huh. More rock coal. Oh, look. It's almost it's like, it's close to a perfect circle. Wow. Uranium? Okay, okay. I have no idea how long it's going to take to get uranium, but it's going to take a while. Big copper monolith. Big is right. Half of, that's like 465 million copper. Is that iron? Nope, that's niobium. That's a salty rock. Quartz, big quartz vein. Half a billion. Yeah, I call that pretty big. Zinc reserve. These rocks are huge. Rock hole. Rare earth minerals. Tin. Nickel. Tin rich rock. Yeah, when you've got 6/10 of a billion. Oh, iron. 500, 529 million. See, that's what we like to see. Although it's a really long way. That's a train. This is all train territory right here. Firmly train territory. Titanium. Ooh, I was wondering when we'd find some of that. Um, yes, iron reserve, 510 million. How much iron would you like, sir? 500 million ought to do it. Just brings a plate from the kitchen. 510 million iron ore on it. Is this enough, sir? Quite satisfying. Quite satisfying. Sulfur vein. Okay. Lots of sulfur. Yeah, yeah. 300 million is a lot, I guess. Ancient remains. Which requires syngas. Oh. Lead. We're gonna need landfill for that. The good news is landfill is actually not that far away. And I actually do mean that. Really? You burned through all of it? I'm going to need way more coal. But we can see how far we can get with this. $39 each is a pretty good start. Okay, 7,000 is a little too much. That's a lot better. Oh, we're done with all our handcrafting. Well, okay. Now it's time to go take care of stone. Right down there. So on this, it's not going to be quite as simple. We also want to turn this off. Because we're going to mine two resources here, which is why we need a belt. That may be too many. One per second, that means we can fit 15 miners on it, which means this is too many miners. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 5 of these gotta go. That should be enough. I know the ratio is not perfect, but it really doesn't have to be. Now what we're going to do is run, not quite. We need to get rid of more trees. Okay, run this up, and what we're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since we don't have splitters yet, this is how you get stuff you don't want off the belt, off the belt. Um, Mister, I set your filter. There we go. Okay. Now we have all the carriaging off. What we can do, because it's carriaging, it's burnable. Give me like 5 of these. Now, also, these inserters don't require any fuel or electricity, but only the basic inserters do, and they're not that fast, as you're about to tell. Now that we have stone, what we're going to do is smelt it. We're going to need more of these. Uh, we can come back down here. We don't need a ton of bricks right now, so this is fine, I guess. Um, Hold on, I'm thinking. We need to get the products out, and I need to stop and like, okay, we're gonna have to cancel this. Yeet. As you can see, we already have excess carriaging. Hmm. Okay, I got an idea. That's not nearly fast enough. Copy. Um, let's take to make a stone brick. How much? It takes 2 stone. Okay, one inserter should be able to keep up with that. Oh, these are also going to take ash out. I should consider ash. And now, when we get out this side, is pure coal, baby. Pure coal. once we get these inserters. And then we can run a belt. Oh, darn. Well, I don't think we're going to need this for a little while, so when we do, I'll just move the belt. And we're out of belts. We need more iron. I mean, we're going to have to run it up here at some point. So these belts aren't wasteful. Those are almost the same color. I also don't like how close they are together, but whatever. Nor do we have any closer stone. Nope, for now. Anyways, how high? Any more coal? Let me guess. Yep, all around. Here. Fill up all on coal. Uh, I'm feeling this whole thing from empty. We go from 6,300 to, wow, that took like 5,500 coal, I think. Does that mean we have, no, it can't be. Wait. No, we have way more than that. I thought, does that mean that we have like 55 of each? No. And the YouTuber math strikes again. What's our level at? 4? Okay, so 20%? Maybe about like, yeah, okay. So we're going to have a 20% increase running speed at, or roughly thereabouts at level 10, which is faster, but not blindingly fast. Okay, so more. We need more for the stone, and we can run back down there to get the stone flowing at least. Okay, the carriage is flowing, which means these furnaces should now be getting fuel. Heather, look at this tree. That is the most overlap I've ever seen. I screenshotted that. That's the most overlap I've ever seen a tree have on a belt. It's actually kind of crazy. Hmm. It appears you require a little jump start. I can't tell if there's a difference on or off. We tried because of the, yeah, no, the belt immunity. Huh. Anyway, we can come back to this after we make sure everything's fueled. Yeah, see? Not everything is fueled. Especially not everything is fueled. Man, these things are hungry. I mean, I did set up like, I don't know how many, 74 of each. It left me with one coal exactly. That's hilarious. Once we have stone bricks, which are just now coming down the line. Oh man, this is such a long belt line. Just look at this thing. This thing is monstrous. And it's out of fuel again. Okay, it appears we need a bit more stockpiled kerosene. I'll be right back with some coal. At least we got like 7,000 iron. There you go. Mhm. Oh, I know why. Do I have any undergrounds? I do. Praise the Lord. Okay, so here's the idea. Instead of doing this, we don't actually want a buffer for these things. What we want is a belt, which I don't have right now because I'm waiting on them to craft. Um, I get like just a few. Also, just so y'all know, this is how long undergrounds can go now, thanks to Pyanodons. There we go. Slight problem. What if it ever backs up? Uh, New solution. We take out all of this. A better solution. We deconstruct them. These can go in the trash slots. Oh. Now we're using the Keratin. Not quickly enough, though. Okay, that appears to be all the Keratin. Hmm. Ah. Okay, I have a solution. We'll just add a buffer. Because it's obvious we might be overproducing. Maybe, I'm not actually sure. And now the process cannot get halted. This is what I meant by precise positioning. Okay. Okay, now we have a reliable source of stone. Yep, these are being fueled. Oh, oh wait, three, four, one, two, three, four, five, six. Oh no, that makes complete sense. They produce two items at a time. So the belt can only handle half the number I thought it could. Whoops. We're just gonna leave them. Wait, I mean, it's not a problem, not really. As a matter of fact, we could make the furnace array bigger, which is exactly what I'm going to do by doing this. Okay, we need the carriage line to make one more stop, and I think I know just how to do it. If this is the most cursed spaghetti you've ever seen in your life, welcome. Okay, we need a few right now. But hey, no, this isn't gonna work. The stone ends up on the same output belt, and Terrigen is being double loaded. Okay. Okay, for now, all of you gotta go. Okay, so we got Terrigen. Okay. Time to make another inserter splitter. Yes, that's what I'm calling them now. We're going to copy all of this, set it up over here. Now, Terrigen. Oh, wait, no, there's a better way to do this. Now, Terrigen goes over there, where it completes the same loop, right? Yeah, see, there we go. In the meanwhile, the stone continues onwards. We're almost there with the belts. We can wait just a little while longer. Boom. Alrighty. Take a look at my cursed spaghetti. I hope you like it. Hmm. Oh yeah, I can reach all of this. Looks like all the belts. Huh. Slight problem. We have to filter the carriage. Um. Hmm. Okay, so it goes from here, right? Um. Where's this belt of carriage coming from? Coming off the main line. Okay. If some carriage makes it on the main belt, that's not a gigantic deal. Which is going to be a problem if it keeps making its way onto the main belt. Um, hmm. Where do we put this extra carriage in? I mean, no, just scrap this whole thing. Oh man. Okay. It's okay. We have a solution for this. Boom. If we want to expand it, we're gonna have to do it properly. It appears. Imagine that. Okay, so you're not working because you don't have any stone. Um, hmm, we could craft more inserters. Stock back at base is probably ran out by now. I have to use up a little bit more space. Right, so all the stone stops there supposedly, right? Yeah, and all the carriage ends up somewhere else, which means we don't need this, or this. We just need this. Okay, wait, we do need some of that. So now fuel. Some of it has a lot of fuel, but I'm sure that's not going to upset anything. Totally sure. The carriage gets loaded onto this belt, which is supposed to continue back down to here. So it continues on the loop. There we go. We got it working again. Because we're side loading it over there. There we go. Our inventory is jam-packed full, but we got it working. All right. We really need to get rid of some of this coal, and I know just the place for it. Also, this iron. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, we need a place to put all this iron. That's better. Hey, We have a little bit of stone, and we should have a bunch more coming, which reminds me, I need to clean up the belts. Yeah, this looks fine. It's not a constant stream. Why isn't this working? Oh, because only like half of it is working. Huh. You guys remember when I said this wouldn't come back to bite me in the butt? Yeah, it totally did. We need something else to deal with all this keratin. We could just buffer it for now. Hmm. Yeah, for now, I feel like we just buffer it. I want this thing running. And again, anything that gets extra. I have just the thing for this. Okay, so there's all that. Okay, but we want the keratin on there. Um, okay. Are you maximum length? You are not. You can extend just a little bit further. Let's move you down just one tile. And now we can do this. Don't worry, fuel's coming. Mm. There, that should last a good long time, honestly. Man, this thing is cursed. Look how cursed it is. But it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Anyways, right, I got more belts. I can continue the journey. What do we want these? I guess up here somewhere. And got a fuel again. I should do something. There's all this iron and all this copper. Okay. That was like 6,200 coal right there. Hoo-wee. Okay. What else do I need to be crafting? Honestly, I think it's time we start thinking about actual science. We need electricity for the soil machines, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we need electricity for it. Oh, darn. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick and hop over to my other save so I can grab my blueprints. Once I figure out what the pause button is. Okay, here we go. Be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Got the blueprints I needed right in here. Okay, so now that we have those, what was I doing? Right, power. Um, it's two boilers to a steam reactor in Pyanodons. In normal Factorio, it's one steam boiler to two steam engines, but here it's flipped around, so we're going to need, I think 40 steam engines will be a good start. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And now we're going to need 80 of these. 80. We're going to need one of these bad boys and like five of these. 10, 15, 20. Uh, we're gonna need a lot more than that. We're gonna queue up like 200. That should be enough. Okay, so we're also gonna need power poles. 40 of them should be enough. 40. Now we'll do 80. Okay, we got that. We got these. We got these. We're gonna have these and these and this. Once that's done, we're gonna want like 5 labs. Yeah, 5 labs. Congratulations, guys. We're an hour and a half in the run. And we're only just now getting labs. So while we're waiting, I don't need this or this right now. Don't need that. Okay, I am going to carry the coal because we need just so much coal for like everything. For the moment, I don't think I'm going to need extra furnaces or any of these. We have plenty of inserters. but we're gonna need more. So let's queue those up. We have enough to get a solid start on power, but we're not going to be able to finish it in the first pass. Okay, so these can go back. This can go back. Man, and it takes all this coal to refuel this whole thing. Well, okay, not as much because the furnaces didn't run out of gas, but still. The factory do be hungry. And I could stop hand feeding it. I do have a system that lets me stop, but I don't want to do that just yet. Like that, this is fine for now. It produces plenty of iron, and that's really the only thing that matters. Like, it really, really only is. We are now on our second chest of ash. Not a bad thing. That's actually a pretty good thing. We're gonna need tons of this. Hmm. Well, while we're waiting, I want to fix this because right now this only has one input and like no outputs. Um, and I want to be able to take ash off of this. So I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna do that. I think we can do it if we do this. And then set a filter on this guy, filtered for ash. Where's my ash? Test battery, please ignore, lol. Oh, where's my ash? Whole processing. Huh. And now we can just, um, does this work if I flip it? Um, hmm. No, because that double sides both belts. And this is going to be jam-packed full of iron, especially with belt throughput limits. Hmm. The only reason I'm designing this is because we're actually going to kind of need it. Okay, what if I just stick with my original idea and make it one-sided and just do this? Okay, so we just have to start every belt with that, and I think that'll work. But this also gets rid of ash. So now we can take this. And just do that. Yep. Wait, if I just... No, that's not going to work. Because unless... Does this cause it to drop on the near side of the belt? I need to test this. You got it again? Man, you're hungry. Now you understand why I'm designing a tileable print. Because we're not going to have electric drills for a little while. And the burner phase of this game, like the serious burner phase of this game, is long. Okay, so if I put ash in here... Okay, that works. And then I can just do this. What if I filter through just iron? Oh, I don't like that. Hmm. If I filter this and turn it to iron, I'll have to refilter it for whatever ore patch I slap it on. Hmm. Oh, okay. What if I honestly just did two belts, and then at the end I can always just add something that goes there. This goes here. Yeah, no. See that this worked. This is tileable. And then I grab this, slap it there. Okay, we have a tileable blueprint. Mm-hmm. That's not what I meant to do. Mhm. I guess this is good enough. I'll just have to place a starter belt at the top or something. Only there was a way to lock a belt in place. That doesn't work. Okay, fine. Whatever. We got some new. Hey, before I leave, to go set a power. Okay, the nearest water. I could set up down there or up here. It's been up here. I know there's a tree in there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This blueprint isn't perfect because it has no way to handle um what's it called? No way to handle ash output. But for now, it will last quite a long time. And I can just do a bulk ash collection whenever power dies. Okay, so I know you're hungry. You're always hungry. Just like I'm always hungry for iron, which is why I keep this this giant block around. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, what I need, I have more inserters on the way. I need a lot more of these. How do I do it? Okay, so I'm going to let this run out of gas one more time, and then I'm going to set up the new blueprint over it, which also means 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 6, 8, 10. That's fine. I need iron anyways. Man, these burn through it so fast. Hmm. Okay, so oh, power should be ready to go now. Ish. Oh yeah, look how long that is. It's so long. Hmm. I just feel a shortcoming with my new hmm with my new blueprint. Well, no, we're still getting one whole belt out. Never mind. Okay, time to slap down this bad boy a whole bunch of times. So I need these and this. Wow. Fix. Are you guys ready for like the longest coal snake you've ever seen in your entire life? I promise it's gonna get a whole lot longer than that. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, the belt can't handle it, of course. Ah, rip. Well, you know what? At least we're gonna have a solid, fully yellow belt of it. Although, how fast is this mine? 2 per second. So this can only handle on one side like 3 of them. Yeah, like 3.5. Huh. There's a solution to this, and it's this. Um, hmm. No, that's not a solution either. Never mind. Okay, now we go over here. Where's our full? Better. We're definitely going to need more inserters. We don't need more chests right now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. Now get ready for the longest snake ever. Is it efficient? No. But we ain't going to get efficient until we get electric drills. This is going to be a whole lot better. Okay, how fast do you mine? 1 per second. Okay, so we're gonna have to flip around some of these belts. If it's 1 per second, that's 7 on each side. That's 14 total. Fascinating. Rip. I mean, it's an easy enough problem to wait. Is that not an issue? Don't worry, we have plenty. That works. Mm-hmm. Now, if I open this, that's not gonna work. Okay, so hmm, how long does it take for one of these to be made? Takes 10 seconds. I can't do that math in my head, not right now. I don't know how many furnaces I should put on a line for it to feed. Hmm. What, like two? No, it's gotta be more than that. We'll try this. As soon as I install a buffer, full processing. Here we go. Once we get this up, we can make a mall. Then we can really actually get this run underway. I might just call this a very slow start to a very long run. Okay, so what else can I do while I'm waiting for inserters? I need inserters for the furnace stacks. You know what? Maybe I can just craft a few now. 30 ought to be enough. 30's not going to be enough. No, and then once that's done, I can just route this like that, and then we'll have one continuous belt moving forward. Single input belt. I have something in my mind. We are going to place the inserters ourselves. Now we need fuel and ash handling. So that's going to be ash, that's going to be fuel. So what I'm thinking is we're going to have to bring fuel on like the inside line. Ghost mode. This is another mod I have, toggle ghost mode. It's very handy for stuff like this. So I don't have to do this. Okay, so we're gonna wanna, honestly, we're gonna want, what if I did that? Now it's gonna go on the outside of the belt, which means I can do this. And now I can have an inserter here, and it's gonna put the coal on this side of the belt, which this can take from, but then the ash goes on the outside of the belt. And then I can just feed coal like that. There you go. And I bet it's tileable too. Okay, what happens when we turn this on? We're still waiting on our 500 inserters. Okay, so now I can grab this. We can move it up a little, a whole bunch. Nah. Okay, there we go. Now we can do this. We're gonna wait to make a blueprint of this. Hmm. Oh man, it's gonna take so long to craft these 500 inserts. I'm going to pause the recording. We'll be right back once these are finished. Which is oh shit. Welcome back. As you can see, the call has just started. To proceed. And we have now crafted pretty much all of the inserts we needed. Now that I also had to make one change to the blueprint, as you can see, had to add this inserter. If I really want this to be tileable, especially with the coal, I need that inserter. All right, we wanna branch this thing out. Okay, I was gonna say, are this not filtered? But no, I just had alt mode turned off. Hmm. Uh, Darn it. I just can't. I can't put in three things on an input belt. Or can I? You guys are gonna hate this. You are absolutely going to hate this. Oh, come on. I said you did, Nicole. Why aren't you going? Shift, right click. There we go. Hey, hello. There. Now everyone's getting coal. And now we have 3 lanes of iron. Something like that. Anyways, one things we need is one of these. We need more iron. Whatever. Well, yes. Look at that wonderful crafting chain. Okay, well, I'm going to pause it again, and I'll see you all when this is done. Welcome back. As you can see, we are paused because we got an achievement. We have made the first native flora. The reason why we're up here is because we need to fix power. And rather than run coal, I just carried a buffer. I would really like to end this. We've already been going for a couple of hours. More than that, actually. No, get back here. This ghost belt is a belt I ran for the native floor. We're crafting a bunch more because we don't have enough. And this is the native flora. We got 8 of them going. As you can see, there's quite a lot coming in. Interesting. We can put one module in there. We only have like 78 belts left. But I think I'm going to call it here. When you next come back, well, actually, yeah, no, I'm going to call it here. It's really late, and I need to wrap this up and start getting this uploaded. But all I'm going to do in between episodes is finish this belt and run coal to the power plants properly, and then together we can set up the copper mine. Actually, let me. Um, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a very nice day. God bless you.